Let's move over to our good buddy David Kittle, who's in the room with us, and Mark Helm and Alice. I did get you guys' feedback on the interest rates. Let's go back to that before we move on. Mark and David, any thoughts on interest rates? Alice, start with you, Mark.
Not necessarily interest rates, but something about markets. I participated recently in a Board of Realtors function and got really educated about something, and I thought it was interesting. I'd share with the group. It seems like I have my own home, a high-end home for sale, hadn't had any traction on it, and I found out that it's not just me, that's the whole market here in Houston. The high-end loans, properties aren't moving because people don't want to take on those payments on those high-end where interest rates are today. And then I had conversations with David, a mutual client of ours, and with another client that is specially lending on VA, and you might know who one of those is. And their business is going great guns right now because they have clients coming to them and say, I never thought I'd use my VA, but it's better than going the conventional route right now because I can borrow more money. And then the same thing is happening. I had a conversation with two companies that specialize in FHA lending, and their business is starting to really pick up in great guns. So now you're seeing the borrowers out there compensated for the higher rates that they have by putting less money in their property by going the VA and FHA route. So I think the rates affect a lot more than we think about traditionally. And I think we're starting to see that in the marketplace with home selling nowadays and how it's affecting those sales and the financing of those sales.
Yeah, very good. Mr. Kittle, thoughts?
Boy, a lot to unpack on this one so far today, David. How about if I just go off on one little tangent since we're having so much negative news about rates and everything. And in today's MBA news link that they put out, IMBs are only losing second quarter about $534 a loan compared to the first quarter of $1,972 a loan. Yeah. So they're improving about $1,400 a loan. That's still a loss, but that's certainly a substantial leap there. And it's still costing, always will blow me away, $11,000 to produce a loan today. And we still got to look at that.
Yeah, I think it's up to $13,000 with the latest, unless it got readjusted again just recently, but I think it was up to 13.
No, it's being adjusted down per the report today from 13 to 11.
Oh, yeah. So it's okay. So it is going back down. All right. So we are actually, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, so that's good. But the interest rates, look, Les says they're going to fall. Next year's an election year. And I've said that many times on your show. I don't know if they're going to fall to his prediction the first quarter of 24. I think that's a little premature. I don't think the Fed's got much more gumption to move up. I hope not. There's a lot of negativity once you cross 7%. And that's where we are today. Inflation, whether it was you or maybe Matt that said we've been getting improving inflation numbers. That data it lags, right? 30 to 60 days in some cases. Gas prices are up over 75 cents a gallon over the last couple of weeks. And that's not in the data yet. And people are absolutely not happy about that because that hits them in the pocket.
Especially with the push to go back to bed, go back to the office. So you start driving again, start paying those gas prices. It's going to have an impact without question. Yeah.
But it's above $4 a gallon here in Louisville. It's $6.30 to $6.50 a gallon in California. It's ridiculous. We have no energy policy, right? Because they want to kill the oil production. That's their quote. And really, this administration has no housing policy to speak of. All right. So it's a conundrum right now.
It is. Alice, any comments you want to add to this discussion on the rates?
All I can say is I'm parked across a trampoline park, and I'm feeling like that's what this is.
That's okay.
Stop it down. You're just jumping, right?
That is good.
That seemed to line up, but anyway, I did want to compliment Matt on his commentary, and of course Les too, because I take a lot of notes when they both talk because I love the analogies that they draw. The glacier analogy was a good one because I think the way Matt and Les communicate this gives all of us a way to communicate it to others. These are hard topics to talk about if you're a loan officer, and so I just would tell everybody, take lots of notes, keep listening, because you can trust what they're saying as things that you can relay to others, that really walk a careful line without being overly optimistic or overly pessimistic. That's one of the things I really like about Matt's commentary. So just my 2 cents on that.
Yeah, man.
That made my whole day, Alice. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, you're welcome.
It's true, Matt. You just have a great way of delivering it, and it's you got that Friday. Who is the Dragnet? Wasn't it Dragnet and Sergeant Friday? It was the Nothing But the Facts Band. You just come across with that kind of approach to it. It's really good. I like Les getting out there, but I love the dialogue between the two of you, and I just love the respect that you have for each other, even though you're taking and oftentimes we'll take different perspectives on it. You guys do a great job. Thank you, Alice.
Yeah, Batman and Robin don't always fight the bad guys in the same way, but they get the job done.
Get the job done. There you go, Batman and Robin. I love it.
Holy higher rates, Les.
Holy higher rate. So good. Perfect.
That's hilarious.
That is hilarious, Alice. But I think it's right up there with you. I parked across from a trampoline park and I'm watching it. Oh, that's pretty hilarious too. Alan, any commentary you want to jump in on the rate discussion? I want to make sure we get your commentary out there in Florida.
Yeah, it's very important to be using the right technology. One, to have lower costs, but two is to make sure that you're using all the necessary tools so you can be a Batman and Robin and fight the bad guys and give borrowers access to homeownership.
Yep. Costs go up, costs go down. Back to the trampoline analogy. Yep, I agree. Good job. Thank you so much. Let's get over. First of all, I thank you all for participating in that discussion. Let's get over to Mr. Kittle about, I have some things I want to talk about. You already touched on some important points, David, related to costs and where the MBA's news leak. Is there anything else that you had? Because I have something I want to talk about related to where we're going, I think, as an industry.
No, go ahead, David. Let's jump into it.